Hello and welcome to Mickey Art, and I just thought I'd start this video with showing you how the live pour dried. It has dried basically exactly as we saw it at the end of the video. You can now see the sparkle of the gold little thread bits up in that corner, and that's pretty much all the gold that's in it. Which is quite surprising considering the amount that we put in. But I like it. It's fun. It's fabulous. So there you go. That is that. And how did the pendants go? Let's have a look. Let's see. So that one is pretty cool. This one I'm not so sure about. It's a bit meh. Kind of looks a little bit like a duck or a swan or something. If you had it that way. Keep my hand in place so that we know roughly where. There we go. I like that one. That one to me is landscape-ish. You know what I mean? Next one. Yep, it's quite cool. I'm not sure I will keep that one. Let me know if you want to buy it. You got 2 days before I wash it. I love this one though. This one's cool. Alright, so I'm going to tidy this up and get started recording today's video. See you soon. Alright, so I had so much fun playing with that dipping on the white background, I thought I would give it a go with black background. So I've got my canvases ready. Again, I've got a 8x8 and an 8x10 just like last time. I've got my black, Mars Black Reeves acrylic, and it's quite runny, as you can see, as it runs off. I don't know if you can see actually. Can you see that? Let's see. It's quite runny. Anyway, let's put that on there. I've got to remember to make sure that it is big enough for our piece. So let's have a look. Nope, we need it wider than that. And what I thought I would do, because we're using black, is just do the edges. Of the canvas, just so that I don't have to fiddle around with those later. So let's recheck that. A bit more up here. Just making sure that you've got a good base layer to dip into, and that it's going to be as wide as you want to go. Okay. Now, as I said, I'm just going to run around the edges with the black, and just dipping into the pot, the bit that wouldn't run out. It thought it could escape me, but no. I will get you with my brush. And that also covers me for if I haven't made that quite wide enough in any direction, then at least it's still going to be black. And I'm not trying to add that little bit in just to cover up that little bit like I did in the white video. So there we go. Got all the edges covered ish. Pop that on the side while we add some colour into here. So as many of you know, I have been playing with making my own fabrics, and that is super fun. And so when I'm choosing my colours for things, I'm like, oh, what would I like? Oh, I haven't put any silicone in there. Silly me. So let's put some silicone in first. What colours would I want in a piece of material? And that white one came out so cool. And I was like, oh, I like that. And, you know, it's February. Gotta have the red in it. That's the challenge in the Acrylic Pouring for Fun Facebook group. So you gotta have the red. And there's a colour that you guys haven't seen me use for a while. And that's Viridian Hue. That's a very funky green. Although I think I did put it in that last one where I used every colour. And I'm going to put just a little bit of white in this one. And I'm going to be using the Reeves white, not the spring house paint. This is proper Reeves acrylic house paint. Reeves acrylic house paint. Reeves acrylic. Just to help give us a little bit of contrast happening in there. So let's give this a go. What do you reckon? Do you think it'll work? Cross fingers. It's going in. Not quite so worried about making sure I get all the way to the sides because I've done those edges. But I've got some massive gaps in there where I didn't press down, so go in again. Ooh, it's all disappeared. Let's see if the silicone will do its little funky dance. I'm starting to see a little bit coming through. Not a lot happening. Maybe I didn't put enough colour in. Let's have another go. Maybe the colours are a little bit too dark. Maybe I need the white in first. Let's try that. Put a whole heap of white in there. And then add our colours. Bit of silicone spray this time. Let's see what that does. It's really interesting working with a liquid black background. I might actually use a lighter blue as well and see if that stands out a little bit better. So this one's cerulean blue. Now these pre-mixed paints don't have any silicone in them. They are just paint. But as you can see, that some of them are quite dark. So against the black, they don't really stand out. So let's dip that in again. Because we've already got a base down. Oh, we've definitely got more colour this time. And those cells are starting to develop too. So we've got that light blue and all that white as well. And that's not so sure about that. It's definitely got colour, so I'm going to let that one dry and see what comes out. Now we've got a lot of paint left here. Do I leave it just to become... I think I'm going to go with another one. Let's see. So this is a 8x8 square. Okay, and I'm just going to scrape some of this. And I'm going to add a bit more white. Bit more blue. And I quite like that blue and red combo that was being created in that last one. So let's get some of that in there. And then let's just put a whole heap of silicone on this one. That's funky. Now that's more like what I was looking for. Alright, So let's leave those two to dry. And I'm going to leave what's on the cardboard to dry too. And I will be back to show you those as soon as they're dry, which your time is going to be 3, 2, 1. Alright, here it is. Dry. Lots of silicone hanging out on the top. Don't know if you can see that. But it's pretty dark. Now this looks pretty light to you, but the camera is doing it a lot more justice than it actually is. Let's have a look. Probably about that is about what it actually looks like. So I'm not as overly wrapped with this one as I was with the one yesterday. There's definitely some yummy pieces in it, but I don't think I'll be making material out of this one. I have been playing with the photos from yesterday's one and created a repeat of it. So I will be getting that up on Spoonflower soon. So there's that one. And then this one's done something really weird. I think maybe we had some silicone right down on the canvas and it made its way up to the top and left behind it a couple of little plain bits. That can happen when you're dipping. And so if you're using a black background, because the silicone's on the top already, well, especially was when we did this one because this was a second dip, I would recommend doing painting the whole thing black before you start, so that any silicone that does hit it before the paint is hitting black paint and bouncing back up, leaving black behind it rather than odd looking white bits. I must say I do like this part here though. That looks quite wispy and cool. So there's that one and that one, and the bit of cardboard that was left behind looks pretty funky. Spunky funky. Quite like it. It's not quite 100% dry because it was quite thick, but this bit here is quite. Let's see if we can try and eliminate some of the glare. Sorry. Anyway, so there we go, guys. That was fun. I think I'll stick to white for dipping. For now, if you've got any hints and tips for me as to how you've dipped with black, please let me know. As you guys know, this month is my birthday month. Go check out the Dollar Reserve paintings that are up for February. They're 1 week, so there'll be new ones coming each week for the month. And I'm also going live every week this month. So if you want a 24 hours notice of me going live, then please do sign up to my email list. Pretty much the only thing I send out on that is notifications of when I'm going live. And then at the bottom of that, I put up anything that I've added to my shop since the last email that hasn't sold by then. So go check it out if you want to come play with me. If you want to play some more, hit that subscribe button with the little notification bell. And how much fun can we have in the future videos? Also, I'm not sure which direction it is. On one side there's a subscribe button, and on the other side is a link to the playlist that I have of all the all the videos I've ever done on acrylic pouring and associated things. So check those out. Yesterday's pour is down in the other bottom corner. Maybe it's that bottom corner. I don't know which way it does it. I'll check that. Pointing left, pointing right. I'll get it right next time. Okay, guys, I adore you. Have fun, and I will see you again super soon. Bye-bye.